Sorry, I didn't know I was going live. Sorry about that. I just want to teach everyone how to save U.S. taxes legally. The Spendthrift Trust is legal. Most people have never heard of it. It's in the Tax Code 643B. If you don't know about this, I because I call it the secret of the rich. Just to give you an idea, it comes from England way back in King Henry VIII, the king who chopped off his head, started the Church of England. He went to go tax the lords and ladies of England, and they went back to the 12th century, the Magna Carta, and said, "Oh, no, 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 King Henry VIII can't do this. It's contract law." It came to the colonies while we were still part of England. We just had our 250th birthday. The law firm I work for inherited a trust that's going to turn 365 years old in 2026. It's before we were a country. Our current tax structure went into effect February of 1913, and the super rich families of 1913, the Rockefellers, the DuPonts, the Carnegies, and the Kennedys, made sure we could save taxes. Well, if they can save taxes, we can save taxes. Hi, my name is Sally Gimmon, and I'm known as a tax-saving champion. On April 4th of 2020, my CPA called me to say congratulations. I had made so much money in 2019 wholesaling 7 bank-owned properties. My tax bracket went from 22% to 24%, and all of a sudden, I owed $94,000 in taxes. Everything I was doing shut down because we couldn't get into the bank's information. I only had $50,000 saved. He said set up an appointment with him, get on a payment plan, pay interest and penalties. I said, no way. I'm going to research how the rich save taxes. I had read an article about the Rockefellers Spendthrift Trust, and I figured if the Rockefellers can, it's called The Office, and if the Rockefellers can save taxes, why can't I? It took me 5 months, but I started both my business and beneficial spendthrift trusts in September of 2020 and started teaching in my real estate group to other investors how to stop paying capital gains when they sell something at a profit, how to stop paying interest income taxes if they're a passive investor, how to stop paying dividend income taxes if they're in the stock market, how to stop paying rental income taxes if they're a real estate investor, and how to stop paying royalties if they have talent or NFTs. But today I want to talk about the Business Spendthrift Trust. It's legal, it's in the IRS Tax Code 643B, and it stops federal and state income taxes year after year, generation after generation. It's for anyone who makes 1099 income. I'm sorry, I cannot help W-2 income earners. Your taxes are taken out before you get your paychecks. But Google says 35% of y'all W-2 income earners have a side hustle. That's usually paid in 1099 income. So if you make $100,000 a year in 1099 income, I guarantee you will save 5 figures in taxes year after year, generation after generation, and leave a legacy. Who doesn't want to stop paying taxes? With the money that you save, you can put this back into your business. You could pay off your mortgage. You could buy a new vehicle. You could take your family on a well-deserved vacation. You could start college funds for your children or grandchildren. You can give to your favorite charity, or you can save for retirement. My example today is a North Carolina attorney. I met him at a BNI conference back in May. He didn't start this trust until late May of 2026. He and his wife, they make 1099 income. So if you're a business owner, an entrepreneur, a franchisee owner, you're in trades, maybe you're an electrician, a plumber, maybe you are a salesperson, or you're self-employed, you will save taxes. This North Carolina attorney, he and his wife together make $275,000 a year. For the full year of 2026, they would save $62,168. But since he started this in May, he got to save $5,180 in May, again in June, $5,180, in July, $5,180, in August, $5,180, and so on. Now, how this works is when you start the trust with a law firm that was started 78 years ago by a Harvard law professor. Unfortunately, he has passed away, but now his grandson and great-grandson run the law firm. When you become a private client, they send you a certification saying if you get questioned by the IRS, they will defend you free of charge. It's simple. In 78 years, only one trust has been questioned. None of the trusts have ever been audited. The trust that was questioned, a senior IRS agent went down to Houston where the law firm is, spent 5 hours in the boardroom. He approved the trust, and 2 weeks later, he sent an unsolicited letter back to the law firm. If you want that unsolicited letter, we call it the Myers letter, just leave me your email address and I will email it to you. He retired from the IRS after 27 years, and then he became an affiliate just like I am. And he went through all the people he talked to in the past, 27 years earlier, and sold them either a business trust or a beneficial trust. Again, with my business trust, I have 3 online businesses. I have an Amazon store where I sell football helmets that you can put dips and salsa into them. I get paid if someone joins my real estate group. And then I also get my residuals from being an insurance agent. I pay no federal and state income taxes on that. My beneficial trust in 2025, I didn't pay capital gains on my options trading. I don't do it. My friend does it for me because I can't sleep at night. I didn't pay short-term capital gains when I wholesaled 4 properties. I didn't pay interest income taxes on my 12 notes or my 5 seller financing houses. I didn't pay rental income taxes on my 5 rental properties, and I could put that money back into more real estate. I know this sounds too good to be true. So this is why I'm offering you a 30-minute tax breakthrough session with me. There's 4 ways to file your taxes. You could file single, the most expensive way, head of household, you're divorced with children 18 or younger in your household, married filing separately, or married filing jointly. You can live in one of the 43 states with state income taxes or one of the 7 states without state income taxes. It's kind of funny. My largest base of clients are either in Florida, Texas, or Nevada, those top 3 places. They don't have state income taxes. With the Spendthrift Trust, the 4 ways you're going to save. You're going to stop paying federal and state income taxes year after year, generation after generation. You're going to leave a legacy. The Rockefeller Spendthrift Trust is 7 generations old. It has 400 people under the same EIN, or employee identification number. You're going to keep your information completely private. This is on the federal level. We highly suggest you shut down all LLCs, S Corps, and C Corps, because that's state level and that's public information. Here's a true story for you. The gentleman who ran my Phoenix real estate group shut down 14 LLCs and had all his property in the Spendthrift Trust. He kept his S Corp open because he had business credit on it. You can build business credit with your new EIN number that the law firm gets for you. I don't know what happened to his Airbnb in Scottsdale, but one of his people who rented the Airbnb sued his S Corp for $1 million. He came to me and saying, Sally, I thought I can't get sued. I'm like, they didn't sue the trust. They sued the S Corp. Guess what? He lost a lawsuit, and the entire Phoenix real estate group had to shut down because he lost too much money. Third thing, talking about lawsuits. I just told you this, but all lawsuits become frivolous and go away. I can't stop you from being sued, but all your assets are in the trust, and it's a titanium vault. The only way it can be pierced is if you do something illegal. And I know my clients aren't going to do anything illegal. And then the 4th way is if you're over 65 and you're on Medicare, and it will stop the Medicare, the surcharge on Parts B and D of Medicare. I just got the numbers for 2026. If you're single and make $109,000 or more a year, you're paying the surcharge. If you're married, filing jointly, and make more than $218,000, you're paying the surcharge of Medicare B and D. So if you want to stop paying federal and state income taxes legally with the Spendthrift Trust, set up a 30-minute tax breakthrough session with me at www.thetrustisyou.com/scheduling. My links are in my profile. This is legal. It's in the IRS Tax Code 643B. You have nothing to lose because you won't be audited. The law firm backs you on that, other than losing 30 minutes talking with me to see how much you can save. Thank you for watching. Have a beautiful day.